And good afternoon, YouTube. What is going on? It is Dirk with your daily NHL report here on YouTube. Before we get into things, I do want to say, pretty much, what I'm going to tell you is great. You know, remember, this is just my little way of giving back and doing something. Also, I give you the power play stats and the shots, and also the record going in, and even give you a little bit of what happened, and also my take, and that's about it. If you do want more info and more in-depth analysis and stuff, I recommend check out the Hockey Guy. He is great. He knows what he's doing. He lives in Canada. So check out his videos, folks. Really, check out his videos. He does a good job. I do what I can, so how about it, right? So let's get right into it. We had 5 games on deck last night. And we're starting off with Edmonton and Toronto. Now, both of these teams are playing a back-to-back tonight. Going into this matchup, Edmonton was 26-29-7 with 59 points. Toronto 38-20-4 with 80 points, and was all said and done, Toronto just smeared. I mean, they smeared. I mean, they clobbered them. 6-2 was the final score. Shots on goal, 36 shots apiece for both of them. Toronto was 3 for 5 on the power play. Edmonton 1 for 2. This gives Toronto their 82nd point and their 39th win. I think they pretty much got the second seed locked up in the East, or should I say in the Atlantic. Let me double check real fast. The division, I put there in the Atlantic. Let me double check. Wild Cherry 0. Pepsi 0 Wild Cherry, basically. I like that flavor. That's a pretty good flavor. The division. It's a good thing I have my computer up, so you guys can, so I can double check real fast. Okay, they're in the Atlantic. I think they pretty much got their playoff spot locked, or their playoff potential locked. Okay, I cannot switch the camera. I'll show it to you. Okay, you see where Toronto is? They are pretty much in 3rd place. I think pretty much they got it locked. I think they got a playoff spot locked or clinched. So, we'll wait and see. Still playing hockey left. Alright. Alright, next was Calgary and New Jersey. Entering the matchup, Calgary was 40-16-7 with 87. New Jersey was 25-30-8 with 58 points, and was all said and done. Calgary beats New Jersey 2-1. Shots on goal were 35 for Calgary, 20 for the Devils. Power play was 1 for 4 for the Flames, 0 for 2 for the Devils. That gives the Flames their 41st win of the year and their 89th point in the West. And I think pretty much they have locked in theirs. I'll show you the standings. My standings, you know, they're the same as what I got here. So, this one went to overtime. The Lightning at the Rangers, New York Rangers. Get to this matchup, the Lightning were 48-11-4 with 100 points. The Rangers were 27-26-9 with 63 points, and it was also done. It went into overtime. Tampa Bay beats the Rangers 4-3. Shots on goal: Rangers 36, Tampa 30. Power plays were 1 for 3 for Tampa, 0 for 6 for the Rangers. Now, the Rangers did pick up a point, and it's their second OTL that they got. Getting a point is okay, but keep getting them constantly is not going to help you get in this playoff race. And as for Tampa, they pretty much locked in their play. They are locked. They got the division. So we'll wait and see. Next game, Vancouver and Colorado entering the matchup. Vancouver was 27-28-8 with 62 points. Colorado was 27-24-12 with 66 points. And when it was all said and done, this game went into a shootout. And this lasted 6 rounds, believe it or not. And the normally I tell you what happens in the shootout, and I'm going to do that. It was it went to 6 rounds, and the Avalanche wins 2-6 to 1-6. And I'll double check and make sure. Yep, 6 rounds. Vancouver did pick up a point, but despite that, the final score was 3-2. Shots on goal were 45 for Colorado, 32 for Vancouver. Shots on power plays were 1 for 3 for Colorado, 0 for 5 for Vancouver. Okay. This win gives Colorado their 28th win of the year. They're 4 games above 500, and their 68th point. For Vancouver, their 63rd point. Anything can still happen, folks. You just never know. And the final game, the nightcap, Chicago at Anaheim entered the matchup. Chicago was 26-28-9. Anaheim was 24-30-9 with 57 points. You know, I actually thought this game was going to go to overtime. And Chicago gets the late goal. I saw it on NHL Network when they did the live look-in. Chicago wins 4-3. Shots on goal, 35 for Chicago, 32 for Anaheim. Power plays 1 for 4 for Chicago, 0 for 1 for Anaheim. This gives Chicago their 27th win of the year and their 63rd point. For Anaheim, it's the 31st loss. I really don't see Anaheim moving on. I think they're going to be like the Kings, but you know there's still some hockey left. The last full month coming up, so anything can happen, folks. Literally anything can happen. Before we get into tonight's games, let's get into the playoff picture, where nothing's changed in the West. Nothing changed in the West, okay? But in the... Actually, things did change in the West. Colorado is not getting to a playoff spot. They got the second playoff spot now. They bumped Dallas. They bumped Dallas in the second wild card spot. So now it's Minnesota and Colorado. So that means they'll take on Calgary in the first round. Nashville will take on Minnesota. With Winnipeg taking on St. Louis. And San Jose taking on the Knights. Now in the East, Pittsburgh gets back into a playoff spot also. Yeah, Pittsburgh. They fought their way back. That means they'll take on Tampa in the first round. And also, yep. So now it's Montreal and Pittsburgh. Sorry about that. And Carolina is still in the third place spot. So pretty much, this is going to change every day, folks, so you never know. Now look at the standings. If Calgary gets their next point, at least 2 or 1 point, they pretty much have locked in a playoff spot. They have clinched a playoff spot at least. Same thing with San Jose. Like I said about Los Angeles, I really don't see them moving on, but, they're still playing hockey left, so anything can happen still. But as of right now, I don't see them moving on. Now, as for division standings, Pittsburgh gains a spot, Carolina gains a spot as of yesterday, Minnesota. But now here's the thing, Colorado also moves out to 5th place in the division in the Central, while Dallas, they go down 1. So Colorado gains, Dallas loses again. Remember yesterday I told you that Colorado loses a spot? Well, now they got that spot back. So basically they went like this. Dallas is here. Colorado's here. So anything can happen at this point. So you never know. Pretty much, with Toronto's course, they could probably leapfrog Boston. So, anything can happen. Now, going into tonight's games. Now, remember, these games I'm telling you are on Eastern times. So, here we go. Starting off with the 7 o'clock game. Toronto at the Islanders. Now this game will also be played at the old Nassau Coliseum. Entering this matchup, Toronto is 38-20-4. Islanders 36-19-7. Toronto has 82 points. The Islanders have 79. Now, what I'm thinking is, anything can pretty much happen in these games. Okay, these, so I think pretty much I think Toronto will continue their dominance and they will beat the Islanders. I'm hoping a Toronto win, so you never know. Also at 7 o'clock, in this game, it's in Columbus. It's the Philadelphia Flyers at home, on the road in Columbus. Entering this matchup, Philadelphia is 30-26 and 7 with 67 points. Columbus is 35-24 and 3 with 73 points. I'm hoping for a Columbus victory because Columbus does look good and they want to continue their playoff streak. So I will say I'm going with Columbus in this game. Next, Tampa Bay is in Boston. This is a key Atlantic Division matchup. We already know Tampa's record, but I'm going to remind you, is 49-11-4 with 102 points. Boston is 37-17-9 with 83 points. I will normally say Tampa in this, but I want Tampa to lose bad. I literally do. But I really don't see it. I think Tampa will pretty much murder Boston. Literally, I think Tampa will just slaughter them. Okay? So, no chance of going for Boston here. Next is Edmonton and Ottawa. Edmonton is 26-30 and 7 with 59 points. Ottawa is 22-36 and 5 with 49 points. I think I'm going to go with Connor McDavid on this one. The Edmonton Oilers, I think they can do it, but you never know with Ottawa. You know, I think they're playing Jekyll and Hyde at times. But I'm going with Edmonton on this one. I think the decline of the Senators are going to keep going. Next is Vancouver at Arizona. Vancouver enters this matchup at 27-28-9 with 63 points. Arizona is 30-29-5 with 65 points. I'll probably go with Arizona on this one. Oh, by the way, this game, the Tampa game and the Edmonton and Ottawa game. The Tampa and Boston game and the Edmonton and Ottawa game, they're at 7:30. And the Tampa and Boston game will be seen on NBC Sportsnet. Okay, so check it out tonight. Check your local listings for station in your area for NBC Sportsnet. The Vancouver and Arizona game is at 9 Eastern. At 10 o'clock, these are nightcap games. It's Florida at the Golden Knights. Entering the matchup, Florida is 28-25-9 with 65 points. The Golden Knights are 33-26-5 with 71 points. I'm going for the Golden Knights in this one because they're currently in a playoff spot, and I think they will do it. And at 10:30, it's Dallas at LA. Dallas is entering 31-27-5 with 67 points. LA is 23-33-7 with 65 points. And with this game, I'm hoping for LA. Because if LA beats the Stars, and lately the Stars have been on decline too. So if LA loses to, if the Dallas Stars loses to the Kings, it'll make us people here in the St. Louis area happy. And we're hoping for that victory. So a lot of us will be rooting for LA tonight. And there's really no other Central Division matchups tonight except for that one. So that's good for us. So that is it for this NHL report. I'll try to get things going for the next video. Folks, I do want to say this real fast. For any of you guys who are Christian, you guys watch this and you guys are Christian, pray for me that I find some work, because I got applications out. I'm looking for work. So pray for me that I find something soon. It's very important that I find some work. I am applying, so that's some good news. As for that, that's about it. Everyone, please stay safe, take care, and remember the Lord's watching you. I love you guys a lot. So until then, for your NHL report, peace.